Hi class. So for today's assignment, or ethical dilemma, I chose the one with a social worker is a part of a home health team that provides services to people with serious medical conditions. During the last visit, a client with an immune disorder who is receiving chemotherapy at home tells the social worker that another member of the home health team refuses to wear a mask during the home visit and asks the client not to report it or they would be fired. Um, as a social worker in that case, I would have definitely said something about this other worker just because. First of all, as a social worker, your number one priority is the well being of your client. And if your client is immunocompromised and there are others within the team that are refusing to um, do what they have to do in order to keep them safe, if you do not say something, then you are doing them a disservice. It is up to us to make sure that they are safe and that everybody else around them is doing their job as part of the health team. The code of ethics, the part of the ethical principles, there's a couple that come to mind when I was reading this ethical dilemma. So, for the ethical principles, the first one is value, which is basically you are doing a service to others, you are there to help people in need and address the social problems. Um, our job, like I said, is to take care of our client. And if there are people, their need is that they need to make sure that everybody else is taking the right precautions to make sure that their health is okay and that they're going to be safe. And if someone is not doing something, if someone is not doing their part, then that is where we come in and we help them with with solving that problem, solving that issue. The second one is dignity and worth of the person. You know, we treat all of our clients with respect and we do what we can to make sure that they are well. And by us not stepping up and speaking with the other staff who is not, doing what they need to be doing, then we are not treating our client with dignity. Of course, and also our integrity. We want to make sure that as social workers, we are by the book and that we do everything that we can to help our client. And that is speaking to other staff in their care team that are not willing to do what that are not doing their job, since I'm sure that wearing a mask is obligatory, especially when working with an immunocompromised person. Um, and also, social workers' ethical responsibility to the client. It is our ethical responsibility to make sure that we make sure that they are in a safe environment and that the rules are being followed. Everybody in the care team is doing what they can and what they need to in order to make sure that the client is well. So definitely speak with that staff member. Make sure that the rules are fired and make sure that the rules are followed, and if that person can't follow basic rules to make sure our client is safe, then they have to be let go. And yeah, that is the ethical dilemma that I chose, and that is what I believe that as a social worker we should act and make sure that everybody is following the rules, and if not, then there should be consequences, especially if the client's health is at risk. Thank you, everybody.